Okay, so Andrew doesn't play a lot of rapid, so his rating is not big, but still over the board in FIDE rating terms, he is much stronger than me. He is 2100 FIDE, so that counts for something. So we will see. F3. Wow, he's playing this the Samish variation. Of course, I wasn't prepared because he never played it before, but okay, let's see what he does in it. Has he studied some lines? We will see. And we are playing a rapid game because I will be participating in the World Rapid teams as well as World Blitz teams. So we will be playing a friendly match of both Rapid and Blitz. Okay, c5 is a gambit, Samish gambit. White is fine with taking it, but the positions that arise are really double-edged. And maybe he doesn't know this gambit. I hope that he doesn't. Hi everyone, I can see your comments on the second screen. I hope that the quality is good. Please tell me that everything is fine, guys. Okay, d5. I actually I haven't studied this move, but I think it should be good for me. I think I can have a6 b5 and then he'll go a4. So a6 maybe is not as good as I would want it to be. There should be some nice move here to punish him. Okay. I see that some of you write questions in the chat. Please write them in English, if possible, because there are international viewers here. And I will answer them later on. Let me think here. What to do? Knight d7, of course, is a move. But is it good? I don't know. e6 is another move, but this pawn chain is quite strong. I'm not sure if it's good enough. But maybe it's a good move to challenge him immediately. Let me think. Think. e6. If I take, he'll take here. Probably. Well, queen a5 looks like a nice move, by the way, to prepare for b5. Yeah, maybe it's the right approach. Okay, I don't know the theories. Sorry, guys. I've been playing the King's Indian not for a long time. Makagonov variation. I don't know what it is, by the way. I know that there is a Makagonov variation, but I don't know what it means. So maybe I know how to respond to it. Maybe I don't. Okay. Clearly, he doesn't want me to go b5, because the idea was for me to go b5 here. And his knight is pinned, so he would have to accept the gambit with pawn and then a6. This is a typical Benko gambit. And here, it's not possible anymore, unfortunately. I probably have to put my knight on e5. This is the only logical continuation, I think, to put pressure on his c4 pawn. I hope I don't mess this up. Actually, the Samish variation with f3 against the King's Indian is not the best one. People generally don't play it anymore, I think, because Black has found a way to equalize at least, or get some dynamic position. Makagonov is h3. H3 on what move? It depends. But I know some h3 setups where, so h3 and g4 sometimes even for white. I know some of those setups. And I think I have a vague idea what to do against this. So yeah, maybe someday I'll show it to you. Welcome everyone to the stream. We are preparing to the World Rapid and Blitz teams, where I will be playing for one of the Kazakhstani teams. and it's a massive tournament. Magnus Carlsen will be playing, Jan Nepomniachtchi will be playing there. Lots of top players. Hoi Fan, the strongest ever female player. Not ever. The strongest ever is Judith Polgar, but she's the second strongest ever, I think. Okay, my opponent has entered something, so probably he doesn't know the theory here. Maybe I made a stupid move. Maybe it's some stupid mistake that I made. But anyway, it's good that now we're out of the realms of theory, and he's starting to think. I think I would go long in this position, but it's a bit risky, of course. Then I have a6, b5. Maybe it's a stupid idea to go long. But if he needs to go short, then where to put his pieces? Probably bishop to d3, knight to e2, but this is a bit clumsy. And I will go here, for example. Probably still I want to go a6, b5, maybe rook b8, maybe bishop d7 to support this push. And yeah, and if he puts his knight, for example, to e2 and g3, I have h5 and some nagging pressure over there. So I'm happy that we are almost, we're actually equal on time now. And yeah, King's India is a huge mess of punishments from both sides. The Vortex user says, well, punishment maybe awaits me for my for my lack of opening knowledge. We will see, guys, we will see. But I like my position. I don't have any weaknesses. I have less space, but this is typical for a King's Indian. And yeah, maybe I can master some play either on this file, on this side of the board, if he castles short especially, maybe in some variations even f5, maybe after knight h5, for example, but not right away, of course. But often black here plays on the king side, queen side, sorry, advancing the b5 pawn, sometimes even sacrificing it. I don't know what he's calculating actually. Maybe he wants to exchange the queens. If he goes here, for example, he has more space, so exchanging the queens is fine with me. His light squares bishop is stupid. Oh yes, he puts his knight on e2. Now he probably wants to go either to f4 or to g3. Okay, this is possible. I think this is one of the ways to do it here. I have to put my knight on e5, I think. And once he goes here, I go h5. And he has probably to go here or here, actually. Because he has to activate the bishop. This is the idea here, as far as I know. So knight c1 or knight g3 would be two of my choices, top choices for white. Because b3 doesn't look good. It weakens the diagonal, where my bishop is a monster, the dragon bishop. Play the match with Hikaru, some people say. Well, I'll be happy to tell Hikaru that he can challenge me. Of course, I will lose all the games, but but still. And actually, don't be misled by the relatively low rating of my opponent. The stars bring only darkness. He's Andrew, and he used to be a national champion of his state, not country, but like part of Russia, like region. Yes, like states in the America, or in Canada, or in Australia. So he used to be a champion of junior champion of his region, and he's a strong player. He's rated around 2100 FIDE. Oh, knight c1, interesting. So he has not played a lot of rapid on chess.com, hence the low rating. Actually, he should be higher rated than me. He's probably a stronger opponent, or at least an equal opponent. So 2100 FIDE is big. Okay, he wants to go here. Interesting. Actually, I've never played anything like this. I don't know if it's good enough. Maybe he wants to go here, but then I have this, so I'm not afraid of this. I should prepare b5 by going maybe a6, but then he has a4. I don't know. a4 looks good for him, actually. I don't know how I can prevent anything like this. e6 looks fine. e6 maybe is the right way. Maybe I even have queen b4 actually to attack his pawn and ask him what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do about the pawn? Maybe it's a good way, by the way, because e6 I don't like it, because this pawn on d6 will probably get taken. So queen b4, what shall he do? he has to do something because the pawn is hanging. A3 looks like a move. Maybe A3 solves his problems, actually. I don't like it, but it's the reality that we live in. Probably. Okay, maybe bishop d7 and then b5. And then just sack, take, and go c4. But also my queen will be vulnerable. Me don't like it. What about a6 immediately? a4, b5, takes, knight takes. No, I don't like it. There has to be some clever move here. I don't know which one. e6, I'm not sure if it helps me, because even if I take, he takes, and well, then I'll have c4 at least. Maybe that's okay. E6 takes, bishop takes. If he takes here, I take here. Well, at least that's something. Maybe e6 is good. What about knight b3? Then I have this. I think it's not bad. Okay, let's try 6. Probably it's horrible, but I'll do it anyway. And then take with the bishop. I have to activate. Somebody in the chat says that I'm the greatest chess player of Kaliningrad. Königsberg, former Königsberg. Yes, I used to live there, and I used to be a junior champion of Kaliningrad region. It's the westernmost part of Russia. But as probably many of you know, I left Russia after the start of the war because it's dangerous to be an opposition player, an opposition blogger in Russia now. So yeah. Okay. a6, let's see what he does. Probably there is a courier. Or there is a courier. I have to go get him, so I'll be back. I thought there is a delivery, but there is none. But here's one of my cats. I have 3 cats. His name is Krosh, which means a small one. Hi, Krosh. Okay. Chess cats. Yes. Alexander Alekhine was a world chess champion, the 4th world chess champion. He had a cat named Chess, a black cat, and he used to take it to the tournaments he played, and everybody was afraid. So yeah. Andrew is thinking. Andrew sometimes gets into time trouble, so I hope he does this time as well. So I didn't have time, of course, to calculate everything, but I like my position. So here I went a6, and if he takes, I will gladly give up this pawn, because then I'll take here. I thought maybe this is complete bullshit and I shouldn't have done this. Takes, and then he can take here as well, and he will be up a pawn, but I will have the 2 bishops advantage. Is it a good enough compensation for a pawn? Well, maybe I can even exchange, and then knight b5. Okay, he chose a different route. He's trying to use my weakness of my pawn. Maybe it's a good move. Maybe it's a clever move, actually. Maybe it's a very clever move. So I can go back, but I don't like this. I think it's not good. Takes. So queen here, takes, and knight takes. And he's protecting this pawn as well. So this is not good. This is bad news. Okay, maybe I just trade. Have to trade, probably. Yes, I do. I do have to trade, probably. Okay, and now he takes with probably the bishop, but maybe even the king. And both options are good. And then this threat, I don't like it. What to do? Okay, he takes with the bishop. So if I take, he'll just take. I'm a little bit up on the clock and in development, but Still, I don't think that his position is worse than mine. Rook d8 is a good move, and then maybe kick him. Maybe I don't have to, like, give him any respite. If here, then he has this clever move, by the way. And then recapture with the knight. Or he can just recapture with the pawn and open up his bishop. Maybe it's even better. I don't know how to evaluate this position, how to assess it. Takes. He can also take here, and this I don't like. Yeah, I don't like this. If I take, he can take here. I don't like it at all. If I take here, he can take here. And he's untangling a little bit, maybe. Maybe it's nothing special. Maybe it's fine, actually. Maybe I have 98 also. And then kick him. Interesting. Backwards maneuver. Usually backwards maneuvers are not considered good moves. But maybe this is a good one. And kick him. But I don't want to do this. No, I don't. I'm not sure if it's a good move. What to do? Rook d8. Takes. Knight c7. Then I can sack the exchange. Do I get enough compensation? I doubt it. I don't have to sack anything. Oh, he also has f4, by the way. Don't like it. Okay, maybe I should open up the center because his king is in the center. Let's do it. Take. If takes, I'm not afraid. I'll just take. All right. Okay, let's do it. Let's take the freaking pawn. Have you ever been in Georgia? Yes, I've been in Georgia. If you mean the country, if you mean the state in the United States, I haven't. Atlanta, I think, is in Georgia, right? Correct me if I'm mistaken. But I've been a couple of times to Tbilisi, the capital of the other Georgia, which is in the Caucasus. So yeah, have I achieved anything? I don't know, but at least now there is an open line in the center. Okay, now this and f5 looks promising. Maybe I do this. Actually, this looks kind of sensible to disallow him from anything that I might not like. So knight here, f4. I don't really believe in f4. I can jump here. h3. Yeah, the knight will be offside a little bit, but still nothing too crazy. Okay, let's try this. This looks nice. I want to go f5 and kick him, of course, also. And this gets opened. So maybe this is a rare case where a backwards move is not such a horrible idea. Very complex position. I'd love to have an hour in it to navigate the complexities, but I don't have an hour. I wonder what Andrew is thinking. Does he believe that his position is better or worse? He's not developed at all. He has just one piece out. Well, this bishop also is out and this knight, but there are no threats by him. His king is still in the center. In the endgames, it's not as bad, but I will try to exploit that. And I will try to attack him, even notwithstanding the fact that it's an endgame. And I like my 98 move, so it's multi-purpose move. Serves two purposes, protects the pawn and this square. Maybe he can go bishop f4 actually, but this doesn't do much. If he takes, I'll just stick with the bishop. Or even the pawn in some variation, but the bishop is good enough. No, the bishop, of course, because this diagonal is very important. I would sack all my material. Not all my material, but I would sack a lot to get this position. I mean, the position with the uncontested dark squared bishop. If we remove this bishop of his for this knight of mine, I'd love it. Because he will be left with a horrible bishop. it's not doing anything. A4, wow. He's not afraid of anything, is he? Why does he do it? A4. Does he want to go here? What's the idea? Ah, he wants to go rook A3 to activate the rook. I think this is the idea. Very creative, actually. If I go F5, takes. What does he want to do? Maybe he doesn't take. Okay, I think I have to go F5, actually. It's the most sensible move in this position. I have to open up some files. Maybe I'm blundering something. But I think that if I activate all my pieces and he just stands idly on the back rank with all his pieces, then I can attack him and maybe even attack his king, maybe win some material. If he goes rook A3 here, I can go A6 and make him go back, and now the knight will be blocking the pawn. Maybe he went A4 for lack of a better move because he wants to somehow protect this pawn. I don't know. I'm afraid because I don't understand the purpose of his move, and he's a strong player, so there should be some purpose. There should be some purpose. So I shouldn't underestimate my opponent. Never underestimate your opponent, even if it's a lower rated opponent. And he's not lower rated. His rating on chess.com is not adequate to his strength because he never played rapid on chess.com. His blitz rating on chess.com is more than 2300. So this is more adequate to his rapid strength as well. He's not like a blitz pro who only plays blitz and rapid. His rapid skill sucks. No, that's not like this. He's equally good in blitz and rapid. So he should be rated around 2300 in rapid, and that's an impressive score. Okay. By the way, do you like my wall color? I painted it myself with my girlfriend. It's still a work in progress, but I hope you like it. I think it's a nice color for a wall. Well, actually, now I dislike my opponent's position, but I'm very worried that I'm missing something. But I think that his position is just like worse already. I will go A6 at some point. I don't know where he goes. Probably knight C3 is the logical try, but maybe I don't even have to go A6. Maybe he retreats himself. I don't know what the idea of A4 is. Maybe he goes A5, A6 and tries to disrespect speedrun me like Hikaru does. Or there is a Russian famous player, FIDE master Maxim Omariev, and he's known for his march of this pawn. I forgot about that move, by the way. This may get unpleasant if I don't prevent this, but I will prevent this, of course. So I can do it in multiple ways. I can go rook f7. I can go king f7. Rook f7 seems logical. What else can I do? I can take, but then he'll go here. Then I can take even one more time and sack the rook. And if he takes here, I can even take, well, I don't have to take, I will just take here. And if he takes, I'll take with a knight. And the position is great, so yeah, maybe I can take, actually. This doesn't look bad. Okay, let's do it. If bishop e7, I'll just take. And we'll see what happens, but there will be some crazy complications that I'm sure I should emerge on top of, because I have more pieces out in the game than he does. He has recently spent the second tempi moving his bishop from d2 to g5, so he spent 2 tempi to get the bishop there. Okay, so he takes, he doesn't want my rook. Logical. What now? What now? Rook f7 and then kick him is one way to do it. I still want to sack something, but I don't think it works. I even have some craziness like knight here. If bishop here, then I can actually take here and then go here. This is some complications that I don't necessarily have to create for myself. Maybe I even shouldn't do this. Shouldn't even think about it. Should go rook f7 and then kick him. Maybe kick him also here, but then I'm just helping him get back into the game, so no need, I think. h6 looked like a sensible game. Okay, somebody says, I hope you will play with Fair Chess on YouTube, Dmitry Andreikin, in the World Chess Championship teams. I don't, because I play on the last board, so I will just play against lower rated opponents than such GMs as him. He's a Blitz legend after all. An incredibly strong player. Okay, he wants to develop. Logical. h6, he'll just go here, I think. But then I can put pressure. Can I do something interesting here? Something crazy? h6, is it good or not? Okay, I have to try it, I think. I have to try h6. I have to try to make him go away. He'll go to e3 probably. And then there's a question of whether I put a bishop here, which seems logical. So bishop e3, bishop g4, takes, and his bishop is hanging. Otherwise, what does he do? Bishop e3, bishop g4, or bishop d7 actually. Even this. Interesting. This looks interesting. Okay, let's do this. Let's trust my instincts. I have to trust them, don't I? So I want to open up this diagonal for my bishop. It's a very strong piece. For that, I need to get the knight away, probably to g4, for example, or to d3 in some variations. Maybe c4, d3 is a way to do it. I like my position. I think I'm dominating, but anything can happen. This is very tense. He's underdeveloped. This is something that I like. Just trust your instincts, somebody tells me in the chat. Well, I try to. This is very important in chess, to trust your instincts, to learn how to trust your instincts. Rook f1 looks like a move, but then I can just take, I think. Or maybe even rook f1, take here. And if he takes with the knight, then I have this. And if he takes with the king, I have rook f1. Oh, I almost misclicked. Actually, I haven't been able to install my Bluetooth mouse, so I'm playing with a touchpad. But we have an increment, 10-second increment, so it should be enough, even with the touchpad. Okay, he doesn't like his position probably, that's why he's thinking. He's taking a long time to think. Okay. Okay, my girlfriend called me and she says that I have to let in our housekeeper. Give me a sec. I got a delivery, guys. This is fresh paint to paint the walls, to make them greener. But we have no time to waste. We have no time to waste. We need to act. So bishop g3, he wants to take my bishop or my knight. Interesting. What do I do here? I need to act. If I take, I just help him develop. He'll take with the king. But maybe I have to do it. Maybe I have to take and go somewhere. This or this. Both look okay. A-okay. Okay, let's go. Let's trust our instinct. I wasted some time, yeah, unfortunately, but I didn't have any choice. I had to let in the person. Okay, a6, right? Right. a6. I think it's a good move. Now there is no longer any threat because 2 knights protect and 1 knight attacks, and the bishop also. He attack, he protect. This is a meme about this knight. And my cat is also with me, so we need to get that win to try and convert this. Okay, so this is a threat, so he'll go either here or here. I don't think he has any good choice. Apart from that, b3 is not working. The rook is hanging. So yeah, okay. Now I can just take. Looks good enough. Yes, I guess I take. And if he takes, I take this, and I'm up a pawn. Okay, I'm up a pawn. Good news. Now we have to push. Yes, we have to push. Push the pawn. Push the passed pawn. And also, this move serves the purpose of restricting this knight, not allowing it to go to the square. He has knight d1, by the way. Might be annoying a little bit. Or this. This also might be annoying. Bishop d4 or bishop e5? What to choose? Okay, bishop d5. Looks like a safe choice. Yeah, I don't want to give him any imbalance in the position if I just give up my bishop for this knight. This knight is not good anyways. Okay, should I go c4? I think I should. Then he has this. He wants to go here. I don't like it. But my pawn is hanging. He found a nice resource. Okay, I have to take, I think. I have to take the pawn. And try to march it to victory. I'm up 2 pawns now. But he has some counterplay. Knight f4, threatening to go to e6 is a powerful resource. Maybe it's nothing crazy, but still, it's a resource. And therefore, maybe I have to give up the g6 pawn, actually. Maybe I have to go knight c7. Ah, he has this. Interesting. What does he want to do then? Next. Rook a4. He wants to go for rook a4. Then. Okay, let him. Let him go rook a4, whatever. Then I can go c4, distracting him. Here, and then here. Should I do it? Bishop b2 also looks nice, actually. c4, 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 c4. Yes, I'll go here. So if he takes, I have a2. If he goes here, then I have bishop b2. Among other things. Maybe if he goes here, I even have something better. But I don't know what I have and what I don't. Okay, I gave him this pawn. At least he can be happy about that, but that's not too impressive. Oh, he doesn't want the pawn, he wants activity. Very nice. If I go c3, does he have anything? c3. Is he threatening anything? No, he's not. c3, he will go bishop, knight here probably. Okay, but it's nothing too crazy, I think. Then I go here, and it's not easy for him to develop. Okay, let's go. Okay. c2 takes check. And I infiltrate with my rook. I like this actually. c2 takes check. Okay, maybe I should go here first. And once he goes king c2, oh, he doesn't. And maybe now I can untangle. Here and here. c2 takes check. Here takes. Okay, let's do it. Check. We need to play for activity. Now I'm just up just one pawn, but it's the a3 pawn, which is a very good pawn. And I have rook c1 infiltration. And I quite like my position actually. Also I have some knight f6 ideas. If he goes knight d4, taking here. I need to activate my knight. This is the only piece not yet activated. Okay, whatever. Trust my instincts. Knight c6 logical. What to do now? Rook here, and then rook here. I gave up one pawn. Ah, but I also have this threat. No, but I don't. He'll take with the rook. But that would have been nice. Some tactics in the air. Rook b3 is my idea to harass him. This rook is protecting the pawn, so he can take, of course, here, but I'm not convinced about that. Also, he always has to look out for a2, so this pawn is very strong. This pawn of mine. Crazy game. That's a mess. Forza Mustreader, somebody says. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. We'll try to do our best. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm very stupid. This might very well be the explanation. But I want to check him and attack his king. This is what I'm best at. Usually in chess, this is my strength. Okay, he's given up material. Kind of logical. Okay. Should I take? Check. Check just to win some time. Okay. He has a couple of dangerous pawns now. So this is his source of counterplay. I don't know if it's enough, but it's something. At least. But if he takes my pawn on a6, he loses his pawn on e4. Probably it's winning, but I need to be very careful. Check. He goes here, and I have this check or this check. This check looks good enough. Maybe I even have some mating net. If he goes to here, I have this. This is not a checkmate, of course, but still unpleasant for him. If he goes to d1, this is very passive also. If he goes to b, okay. How to convert this? I think I have to give him another check. Ah, I have this check. Great. And I'm winning because this loses. Yes! Good game! Let's review the game.